Guys, that's right. Some of us drive by this memorial every day, and of course, it honors the victims from 1995. But some say the hate that caused this still exists.
On April 19th, 1995, I was a senior at Oklahoma State.
It's 28 years later, but those that lived through it remember it like it was yesterday.
Kids were coming in and talking about an explosion or a bomb.
On this panel, District Attorney Vicki Behenna joined the conversation.
I just remember it being unclear about what had happened.
168 lives lost, and some of those were children, in an act of vengeance against the United States government.
A significant part of the book is about the heroism of the people of Oklahoma and the Oklahoma Standard and how the state rallied together.
Jeffrey Toobin is the author of a book called Homegrown: Timothy McVeigh and the Rise of Right-Wing Extremism. And he was at the OKC National Memorial and Museum tonight with a warning.
Today, these poisonous ideas can go at the speed of light by the internet and social media. And that is one reason why the threat of extremism is in many respects greater today than it was in the 90s.
Toobin says he decided to write his book years after the bombing in OKC, in 2020, when he heard about some FBI activity in Michigan.
The FBI arrested the conspirators to kidnap Governor Whitmer of Michigan. And I saw that they were affiliated with the Michigan militia.
Something he couldn't ignore.
I knew from covering this story that Terry Nichols was affiliated with the Michigan militia. And I started to see the connections between the extremism of the mid-90s and some of the extremism of today.
He says with the rise of instant communication on social media and the internet, extremist ideas can circulate even faster today than decades ago. And that's why he thinks the OKC bombing needs to be studied and remembered.
I saw that the ideology of McVeigh and Nichols had not fully disappeared, unfortunately, from this country. There's no way to solve this problem, but just to try to help the people who were impacted.
And the Southern Poverty Law Center identified 61 active militia groups in 2022. From the memorial tonight, Jason Berger, KOCO 5 News.